Howdy Pioneers, I'm Tanner Lambert. Welcome to your slice of Orange Sports. This week we've had some great Pioneer events. Boys basketball was at Pickerington North on Wednesday for their second round tournament game. The boys fell 60-54 in a unfortunate loss that ended their season, but they did have a very good season this year, coming off of another unfortunate tournament upset last year at home in the first round. But with such a tough OCC, with the three Hilliard schools and Dublin, Kaufman, and UA and all that stuff, it was going to be tough for the boys. We knew that during the regular season. Hit with COVID really early on, dismantled their whole training camp, and it was hard to recover from that early in the season. And they were able to rebound a little bit there, no pun intended, but unfortunately they lose on Wednesday 60-54 on some free throws at the end of the game. They were down 2, had to foul to try to get back into it and couldn't. But congratulations on a great season, fellas. We're real proud of you. Their highlight win was probably their upset at home over Hilliard Bradley about 3 weeks ago here at Orange, and it was a fantastic game, and they dismantled the Jags. But again, they fell on Wednesday 60-54 in an unfortunate loss. Spring sports are beginning to kick off here at Orange. Next Monday, tryouts start for boys volleyball. The lacrosse teams are already set. They've been practicing pretty hard. They're getting excited for their season. Baseball's been training for what seems like since last June, as well as softball. And track is finally underway with everybody there at the same time. They'll finish nationals up this week, and that'll be very exciting to see. But we're just excited to get ready for the spring, as we have not had a spring season in over a year and a half. There's a lot of hope in these spring sports programs. Boys baseball had a chance to make a run last year with some great seniors that they lost, but this year they're just as strong, and they'll have a chance to make a huge run in the postseason there. I know that Coach Marker and the boys cannot wait. They got the new training facility out there. They've never been able to use it during the season. I've been looking on Twitter, and they're building up the back fence a little different now. They're getting some upgrades down there to the stadium itself, so that's pretty exciting. Boys volleyball, their tryouts again start at the beginning of next week. They've got some great seniors on that team, Luke Little, Lawton Hindley, and Jake Smith. Jake Smith is going to the University of Charleston. Luke Little is going to George Mason, both for volleyball, so that's pretty exciting for those fellows there. And, I mean, they're just going to be a very tough team to beat this season, I think. I'll be at a lot of those contests, and I can't wait for boys volleyball. I've been looking forward to it, as have the boys. Again, they didn't have a season last year like any of the spring sports. They had a good run 2 years ago, which was one of the first years of the boys volleyball program itself. And this year they're poised to make a huge run. They're a favorite to win the state title, which is very exciting. It's not a sanctioned OOHS sport yet, but it should be here soon, along with girls wrestling. On the track side, they were supposed to win the state title last year. It was projected to be that. Fortunately, they didn't get an opportunity. A lot of those seniors deserve that opportunity, and that's something they never got to experience, and something that I will always be sorry for them that they never got that. And, a lot of people feel bad for them. They were really, it was going to be basically guaranteed. They were going to win that state title. We were pretty excited heading into the spring sports season last year. Had a really good winter season at indoor track, and it looked like they were going to go pretty far and win the whole thing. But unfortunately, they didn't get to compete. But this year, they're a really strong team, and they'll make some noise as well, I'm sure. Looking at this weekend in Pioneer Sports, we've got boys wrestling districts, and here in a couple minutes, Zach Miller is going to join me and talk about that a little bit. Pretty excited about that. But if we look back at the spring sports, boys lacrosse, they're underway already. They've got a couple injuries, but they'll figure that sort of stuff out. They're practicing in the dark. It's pretty exciting. They're excited to compete. A lot of new faces, some old faces there. They didn't get a play last year. Kind of derailed them a little bit, but hopefully they will get a good season in. The girls, on the girls' side, they're excited to compete as well. I was talking to Abby Struntz, the goalie, along with Gabby McInich, one of the defenders, this morning about girls lacrosse, and they're both very excited. They think they've got a pretty good team this year. 2 years ago, the last time they competed, it didn't go that great for them, but I think that they could get they could go about 500, which would be a huge improvement for them in a year like this. They've got some freshmen playing on the varsity team, so some very young talent there. That's exciting to see. And the seniors, they've been there for a while, and they're excited to compete this season as well. They're going to lead with experience, and hopefully the girls can get some key wins. Again, looking back on the boys' side, talking to my boy Ted Keller, good Ben, out there about it, and he cannot wait. He's out there with the defensive stick, and he's been talking to me and Ethan quite a bit about the boys' season. They can't wait to go. One of our execs, Ashley, she's good friends with Luke Applegate, who is going to Cleveland State for lacrosse, and he cannot wait for the season as well. She talked to him and some of the other lacrosse boys about it. We'll watch a video about that here in a second. Really, you can feel the excitement walking around the halls for these spring sports, and I cannot wait to get it underway. Looking on the broadcast side of it, we will finally get a chance to cover spring sports. 2 years ago, we were getting this new studio put in and didn't have an opportunity to cover them, and then last year, obviously, they didn't compete, but we will get the opportunity to see them this year, and now we are going to look at the video that Ashley Foyt made about the boys lacrosse season upcoming. After that, I'll have Zach Miller with me.
With the first lacrosse game as soon as March 20th, the Orange lacrosse team is eager to start training and are looking forward to a great season. After their season last year got canceled because of COVID-19, the lacrosse team is more driven than ever to get back out on the field and show off their hard work.
We had our season cut short last year, so it's going to be great to get a full season for senior year, and everyone's excited to be back. We've been practicing for a while without any games, so we're just ready to play.
It feels great to be back. All the boys are ready to go since we missed our season last year, so we're all pumped to get at it this year.
The boys have put in a lot of work throughout the winter with liftings and indoor lacrosse to prepare for a good season. They continue to work hard and began their daily practices last week.
We've been lifting 3 times a week and then conditioning once a week to get ready for it. We've also been in a box league preparing that way too, so we're ready to go.
All winter we've been doing lifting and conditioning, and we've had a indoor league going every weekend.
Being back after such a long break, it's clear the lacrosse team is most excited to be back out together on the field again.
I'm just eager to get out there and play with my buddies. It's just game day is all we're really looking forward to.
I think all the boys are looking most forward to competing. We haven't played a real lacrosse game in over a year, so we're really excited for that.
We are so excited to see their work pay off and are wishing the Orange lacrosse team a successful season.
And we're going to talk about this weekend and possibly the state tournament. Miller, are you excited for this weekend?
Very excited this weekend. I'm really prepared.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, you think you're going to make it?
Oh, yeah.
You
for
do?
Sure. Yeah,
okay.
I'm in top 4.
Top 4?
Yeah.
All right, so last weekend, tell me what went wrong in that final match.
Final match against UA. Basically, I shot in too much expecting that he didn't have any offense. Stalled his butt off. Went in, shot in, got my legs a few times. I got to cover my legs, make sure he doesn't get around.
Okay.
I just got to wrestle smart. That's it.
Okay, wrestle smart, and you're going to move on. I'm excited. I can't wait to see. Obviously, I won't get to be there for you, Cowboy, but
right.
I'm going to be following along very closely on Twitter. Looking at the rest of the team, you think you guys got a chance to get a few guys across, or just a couple?
I say all the juniors and seniors, we have a very good chance of getting to the state tournament.
Okay, that's exciting. Keegan Knapp,
Connor Svantner, Dylan Dempsey, Jeff, me. Hope you get some lightweights, Bing Tong, Nathan Westhouse, hoping to get in there as well.
Some little dark horse seeds there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the Inside the Circle guys, one of the top wrestling programs, they got you losing in the second round.
Well,
it's a little interesting to look at.
Well, Chester says Inside the Circle guys live in their mom's basement, so that's all I have to say about that.
Well, I'm hoping for you, buddy. I'm really excited. This will be you've made it to districts before, obviously, because you're just such an athletic specimen right here. But I would love to see you make a run for the state tournament. You've been training hard. We've been joking around with you, going to Roosters without you, that sort of thing, getting in your head a little bit. But we'll all be pulling for you this weekend. I'm excited to see it. So you got to wrestle smart. Is there anything else you think you've got to fix or do?
I got to fix. I got to set up my shots.
Okay.
Yeah. Tend to shoot in without any consequences, and it usually works out for me, but against top end guys it's not going to work out, so I got to be that's going back to the Russell Smart thing. I got to set up my shots, finish them right.
Right.
And other than that, I should be good. Make
Okay,
a
well,
state tournament.
you know, Pat McAfee always says bet the underdog.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, you're an underdog at some point. You will be.
Yeah.
I'll be pulling for you. I bet if I, you know, you can't bet on high school sport. You can't bet in Ohio yet, but I'd be betting for you. I trust you a lot, and I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. You know, before you came in, I was talking a little bit about our other friends on the boys volleyball team.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a chance to go pretty far this year, and you know, Lawton, Luke, Jake Smith. We're pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure you'll make it out to a couple of those. But we've got some strong athletes in our friend group here, and you know, you're going to be leading off the charge, as I unfortunately didn't do too well. So you know, we're going to be counting on you to really lead the charge here this weekend. It's got to kick off pretty well for you. I'm excited. I hope you do well.
Well, I'll make sure I won't let you down.
Yeah, I hope so, Miller. I hope so for the rest of the team too. I'm excited for you guys. You know, the girls, they did well a couple weeks ago, and so now it's up to the boys. And I hope Tressler's got the guys ready to go. You got any other things you want to add?
No, I'm
No,
good.
you're good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm all good.
Well, thanks for coming on with me,
Thanks,
Cowboy.
man.
I'm excited for you. You know, good luck this week, and good luck to the rest of the boys wrestling team. And hopefully we'll see a couple guys move on to state tournament, and hopefully you'll be one of them. Let's go. Good luck. All right.
Bye.
For your Slice of Orange Sports, I'm Tanner Lambert. This is Zach Miller. We'll see you next week.